If you didn't know, Webull Desktop is the best desktop platform for everything stocks. If you want to trade futures, options, doesn't matter. If you wanted an example of what it looks like when you're actually in a position, here's me when I'm trading Tesla this morning. I had a call contract betting that Tesla was going to go up, and I have Tesla, the stock, to the left. On the right, I have the call contract. And as you can see, I just hit my take profit. So now you see how it works. Let me show you how to make this exact layout. First of all, whenever you download your app on Webull and you have your desktop platform, you're gonna have this side panel. Go over here and hit custom. Custom is where you want to build everything, and this is where you're gonna make your layout to trade, so we can get something that looks like this. So hit blank layout, and if you're watching to this point, just go ahead and subscribe to the channel because you might want to watch another one of my videos. Okay, so let's put in two charts. One. But we're actually only going to put one in right now. We'll put another one in later. We're going to put a chart, an option stat, order entry, turbo trader, orders, positions, account info. Go over to general. We're going to use watch lists. You can do screeners or alert messages if you're gonna utilize alerts and stuff and you want to see what they look like, but it's not something I usually have, but I'll just put it here just cause. And yeah, that's pretty much everything. Just so you know, if you go up to add widgets, the market tab, this is what the market tab looks like. Just not stuff that I generally look at and I need. So, but if you find use out of it, you can definitely use it like that. Okay, so now that we have everything here, we have a whole bunch of tabs, but we have nowhere to put them. So now I'm going to tell you where to put these tabs. First thing we're going to have is this right here, our option tab. So our option, we're going to drag it to about half the screen. So take the bottom, drag it down. You can change the size of all these tabs. So we're going to make it about that size. Now, this is where things are going to get kind of cleaned up here. So we can throw in option statistics, throw that in there. Watch list, throw that in there. Account details, no. Positions, no. Order entry, no. Orders today, no. Alert message, we could throw that in there too. All right, so now we have like this tab of different things. I'm gonna move my watch list closer to the front, option second, and then the rest doesn't matter. Now we have this tab, and this is going to be like one of our dedicated tabs where a lot of things go down because our watch list is gonna be how we change whatever stock shows on this chart. That's what the watch list is for. And right now, if I go to like, here's a list of stocks that I have already. If I click on these, it doesn't change anything on this chart, as you can see. And that's because we haven't set it up yet. So we got to set it up. So again, stick to the end of the video and like the video because of vibes. Anyways, but we finished this tab right here. Watch list, option statistics, which can help you, gives you volume and you can see it easily like that. But actually, let's go over to options right here and let's change a little bit of these settings. So we're actually going to change the number of strikes down to 30. Now you can do 30 or you can do all of them, but there's just some over here that are worthless. Like so many of these are worth like $8 or $1. So I tend to not do all and just do 30. Those are the ones like worth looking at. So we're going to change that to 30. And then if you go over here to these three lines right here and click option items, you'll get this selection. Now what this will do is change whatever you see on this screen right here. So if I get rid of bid, it's going to get rid of these green numbers. So unclick this, green numbers are gone. Okay, bring back the bid, green numbers are back. So that's how that works. So we're going to get rid of percent change, last, mid. All we want is option, implied volatility, no. We'll keep these and then we'll add volume and it looks a little different. Now, if we extend this, we can see more of our data. We don't really always need to see this. We can kind of have that hidden. And then what we can do is go down here and there's these little sliders that you can do to see more of the information. Whenever you're like ready to look at that information, you can just do that from there, right there. Okay, so now we're done with this. We're done with this tab. Congratulations, you just completed the first part. Now we have all these like lousy tabs, these like stragglers sitting on the side. So let's fix that. You have your account details. Now this is going to be all the details for your trading account. I'm not going to show you this just because these are the actual details to my trading account. So we're going to keep that a little bit private for right now, but we're still going to be able to show you some cool stuff. So grab your order entry, drag it down here. We're going to make this a little bit longer. All right, now grab positions, drag that down here. We're going to match that close to where we have this watch list option tab, right? So we're going to make that the same length, just like that, and we're going to cover the rest of the width. Now we have orders. We can drag that into positions right here. Now this is where I can make it maybe this big, and then I can fit in a turbo trader right here. It's actually perfect. So this is even a better version than I had shown you previously. Account details. So we're actually going to drag that here too. So we're going to get like a big view of our account. And then we have the chart that we can make just a little bit bigger. And then now this is everything. We have this little space in the middle, and we're going to add another chart there. And actually we're going to put this chart in the middle like this. This is going to be like our main chart that we look at. And then I'm going to put one over here to the side. But before I put one over there to the side, the reason that we waited is because of one thing. It's because I don't have to copy all the settings. As you can see, these are the default settings that Webull will give you. This is how your chart will look. It'll look exactly like how mine does, but I can change it just by going up here to chart layouts, clicking Levi's portfolio, and it'll change this whole thing. So click Levi's portfolio. It says, are you sure you want to load this chart? You say yes, and then boom. Now if we go to the 5-minute, this is just one beautiful, beautiful chart. Oh my gosh, I love that. I love that. And you can get the same custom layout. If you want the same custom layout, I'm not going to run through it in this video, but you can click the video that I'll have like somewhere up here at the top of your screen, or just go on the link in the description and I'll put it there too. So all you want to do is go to the 3 lines in the top right corner, click it and hit copy chart. It'll copy it in the exact same way, and then you can just move that, my friend, right on over. So turbo trader is something we need to change first, because right now it says place a stock order, and then down here it says place an options order. We only want to see options. Click the 3 lines again, turbo trader settings. These are your turbo trader settings. When you go here, you will have a general tab, a stock tab, an options tab, order settings. If you trade stocks, pay attention to that. And this will be your buttons. This is where you can change your button. And if we show, these are the buttons right here. So if I get rid of buy market, it will get rid of this button right here. If I unselect it, boom, it's gone. If I reselect it, boom, it's right here. It says buy and then quantity. So this will buy 10 shares of a stock. If we change this, if we get rid of the stock tab, and let's say to get rid of the stock tab, we just do this. Click, 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 or you can have them still here. You can just click this arrow down here and get rid of them. We want to focus on our option orders. So these are our options. And then we have buy, ask, sell, and you can change these to however you want. I'm not going to go over exactly how to change that, but that's how you make sure to use this turbo trader for options trading. You want to make sure you do that, because you might think you're trading options, the whole time you're just buying stock over and over again. This is how you trade options with the turbo trader. So if I want to buy an option, I just buy market, and all this will be automatic. All right, so now let's connect everything together so we can change something from our watch list and it will change the chart. So up here at this top corner, you'll see a minus button and it says set as group. Click that, it'll show you a selection of layers, and click like 1, 2, 3, 4, doesn't matter. I'm gonna choose 1. Now this will be on the 1 selection. Now everything that you match with 1 will work together. Set as group, we select 1, we move this back to where we want to see it. If I change and want to see Google on this chart, I hit Google and it changes. You see Google up there? Boom. If I want to change it to Tesla, boom, Tesla. And we see it right there. It's that easy, guys. That's how you set it up. So now this is connected. Now we want to also change this to being connected. So hit 1, and we also want to change this to being connected. 1. There we go. So now on this chart, the big chart, if we have Tesla and we want to look at Tesla options, which I don't know why I went back to 6. I swear I had it at 30, but it's all good. When we have Tesla and we have our options here, what we can do is click one of these options. Let's click a call. So we click this call here, and now we can see the call chart. It says Tesla 345 call. What does it say down here on our turbo trader? Tesla 345 call. And then if we clicked one of these numbers here, now it shows up on our order entry that's down there. And what does it say? Tesla 345 call. Thank you. That's exactly how you set everything up. And then After that, whenever you like enter in a position or anything, it will show on this tab down here at the bottom right corner. It'll show your percentage, how much you're up. And then if you go to orders, you can see when you got filled, what price you got filled at, where you have your stop, your take profit, all of those numbers. This is pretty much it. You can add extra stuff, like you can go here, add widgets, and then you can add something like right here, quote right here. So yeah, we put this right here, and now this will display the number of the option. So I just click that option and it shows $215, and that's what we see right here. If we click this option, it should show 620, which is about the price of the option. So there you go. That's everything that you need to see when it comes to setting up on Webull. Then all you would need to do is place a trade and you're good to go. So if I'm looking at the option on my main tab right here, this is the option. Then I can look at Tesla over here and type in Tesla, and it'll pull up the stock right here. And then if I change my main chart, like if I go to watch list and I switch it, it won't affect my main watch list, which is Tesla right here. That's why I keep that by itself, not connected to anything, because it allows me to look at the stock itself as well as the option on my main chart. And this is just a setup that I found useful. And this is on a small one. If you guys didn't know, I have a 49-inch monitor right now, and I'm like using half the screen, which should be enough room for like you guys who are trading on laptops, who are trading on like smaller monitors. This should be enough, but like I have a full screen of stuff that I can use, and I just compacted all of it into this layout that you guys can use yourself. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, and if you don't have a broker, if you don't have Webull, just sign up for an account. It's free. You could do it in as little as like 5 to 10 minutes. I have a link to Webull where you can get free stocks and help support the channel. Top link in the description. And like the video. Bye.